Talk about Ukraine now. Since all of the headlines are about Israel these days, Vladimir Zelensky is apparently getting very desperate up there in Ukraine. Now, according to a damning new article out this week from Time Magazine, these are Time Magazine's words. According to Time Magazine, here's the front cover of this. Nobody believes in our victory like I do. Nobody. And according to Time Magazine, U.S. money is drying up. Hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians have been killed in NATO's war. What was Eastern Ukraine, of course, now belongs to Russia. The war is over, according to Time Magazine. And apparently everyone knows this, says Time Magazine. Everyone but Vladimir Zelensky knows this. In fact, Time Magazine paints Zelensky as delusional. We'll get to that part of the story in a moment. But first, we should point out that Time Magazine has an incredibly cozy relationship with the CIA. In fact, it's well documented, even going back to the 1970s when the New York Times blew the roof off the dump and an investigation showed it. All you need to do is even go to CIA's own website, even talks about how Time planted stories given to them by the CIA. The Cato Institute did a deep dive on this, showing that the New York Times, CBS, and Time Magazine have the three closest relationships to the intelligence community of any of the major newspapers and reporting agencies out there. Taking money and direction from the CIA is Time Magazine. So when you see a damning cover story about Zelensky in the CIA magazine, Time Magazine, it should raise some eyebrows. Why is the CIA-backed Time Magazine now painting this really grim picture of Ukraine? Is it to garner support, or is it to lay the groundwork for something more nefarious, which we'll get to? So Time Magazine was granted unbelievable access to Zelensky's inner circle of advisors and aides, people close to him, and supporters for this article, support in this article. And it shows an unhinged leader that is out of touch with reality. Again, this is Time Magazine saying this. So why is Time Magazine painting a